आइए अब आपको दिखाते हैं कोरोना संदेश।
सभी व्यूअर्स को मैं डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा नमस्कार करता हूं। पिछले 21 वर्षों से दुनिया भर में आयुर्वेद के माध्यम से मैं इलाज कर रहा हूं और आज मैं देख पा रहा हूं कि पूरा विश्व आयुर्वेद की ओर इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने के लिए एक उम्मीद से देख रहा है। सदियों से ही हमारे यहाँ राजा महाराजा चांदी के बर्तनों में भोजन का सेवन करते थे अपनी इम्यूनिटी को बढ़ाने के लिए। तो आप सबके घरों में चांदी की पायल, बैंगल, पेंडेंट, कोई भी आभूषण हो, जिस पात्र में आप पानी स्टोर करते हैं उसमें वो डाल दीजिए। उस पानी का सेवन करने से आपकी इम्यूनिटी जो है वो बेटर रहेगी। शुंठी, मरीच, पिपली, ये 3 हर्ब्स जो किचन की शोभा बढ़ाती हैं, इनका इस्तेमाल अधिक कीजिए और भस्त्रिका क्रिया अधिक से अधिक कीजिए। इन चीजों का इस्तेमाल करने से आप हृष्ट पुष्ट रह सकेंगे और कोरोना नामक महामारी को दूर भगा सकेंगे।
हृष्ट पुष्ट रहे आयुर्वेद में माहिर डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा से जटिल रोगों का आयुर्वेदिक निदान पाएं। कॉल करें 7222006006।
When I was younger, I was very sensitive. I could feel the pain that people endured. My father once told me, "It's good that I can feel people's pain. It would be even better if I could transform one's pain into soothing relief." These words of my father nourished and nurtured the divinely planted seed in me to become a compassionate healer. And my journey with Ayurveda, the science of life, began. According to Ayurveda, our Panchabhautik body is an amalgam of space, air, fire, water and earth, and solution to all chronic ailments lies in balancing these body elements. As the origin of Ayurveda goes back to thousands of years, so some part of our ancient historical knowledge is lost. That's why I started my own research and shared it with the world. Ayurveda can give very quick recovery, even quicker than allopathy, in most chronic ailments.
The blend of Ayurvedic medicines, Panchkarma, yoga, diet has helped Dr. Navdeep Sharma create the brand Risht Pusht and Team Nirogam by treating thousands of patients suffering from chronic illness. Join Dr. Navdeep Sharma's guided path of healthy living. Call now at +1 888 624 5925.
Dr. Navdeep Sharma from Risht Pusht. You are the best Ayurvedic doctor I have come across. Thanks for giving my uncle a kidney disease-free life.
Best kidney doctor I've come across. Thank you, Dr. Navdeep Sharma. Your advice really changed my life. And thank you, Risht Pusht.
I was a bit reluctant to start with Ayurveda, but when I met Dr. Navdeep during his visit to the UK, he infused confidence in me and I started treatment from him. So thank you, Dr. Navdeep Sharma, for giving me a kidney disease-free life. You're indeed the best Ayurvedic doctor I've ever come across.
Redefining Ayurvedic excellence. Dr. Navdeep Sharma, a true Ayurvedist and a staunch believer in nature's healing power, treated thousands of patients suffering from chronic ailments. Not only a healer, he is also a contributor and keen researcher. Representing India at the British Parliament. Working in collaboration and sharing ideas with global personalities at the British Parliament. Participation in 4th Svashtha International Conference on Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine at Middlesex University. Paper presentation at Middlesex University, London. Interactive TV program at World Ayurveda Congress 2018. Telecasted at famous TV channel Care World. Participation in the first International Ayush Expo at Dubai. Arogya 2017. The first international exhibition and conference on Ayush and wellness. being felicitated at Ahmedabad for his valuable contribution to promote Ayurveda.
Creating new benchmarks. Participation in Interfix 2018, New York, USA. Participation in the 8th World Ayurveda Congress. Delivering a thought-provoking talk on depression at a conclave in Expo, California. Felicitated during Indo-American Wellness Conclave and Exhibition. Dr. Navdeep Sharma and Dr. Monica Sharma invited by Juice Punjabi, New York. At their head office. Association with Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Honoring Padma Shri, Shri Hans Rajhans, Member Parliament.
With Yoga Guru, Baba Ramdev, Patanjali Ayurveda.
Felicitation by Dr. Anup Jain and sharing valuable thoughts at a Dhanwantri Jayanti Samaro, New Delhi. Speaker panelist on Ayurveda and Wellness Industry at Ayurveda Expo. Felicitation by Dr. Rajesh Kumar Singh at Ayurveda Expo. Visit of renowned politician Dr. Ratamjit Singh Basra at Risht Pusht, Amritsar Centre. Visit of esteemed ex-Health Minister Lakshmi Kanta Chawla at Risht Pusht, Amritsar Centre. Dr. Rakesh Sharma, Director Ayurveda, Government of Punjab, at Risht Pusht Mohali Centre. Dr. Navdeep Sharma with Sri Sudhanshuji Maharaj, a global spiritual leader, motivational guru and the founder of Vishwa Jagriti Mission. On air on CNN News 18. Giving COVID solutions to Indian community through Tez News. On air on Aaj Tak Tez. The most sought-after panelist and educator on prominent international channels. Regular daily telecast of interactive show on international TV channel Juice Punjabi. Regular daily telecast of interactive show on national TV channel Disha TV. Invited to represent Indian Ayurveda against allopathy. On India Ahead channel. Dr. Navdeep Sharma, live, in Northeast on famous national TV channel on Times 24. Newspaper accolades. Indian-Tibetan Therapeutic Exchange Camp 2008, regularly organizing camps with Indian Army, Ayurvedic camp. Holding regular philanthropic free health checkup campaigns. Regular Ayurvedic shivers. Regular guest speaker for DGCA. Organization of yogic camps in various parts of the country. YND Karnaragam Private Limited. We provide research-based treatment in all sorts of chronic ailments. My promise to patients. My beliefs. Academic credentials. Our media associates. Certificates of qualifications. Welcome to ND Karnaragam Panchkarma Center. Another indoor wing of naturopathy and Panchkarma. Now operational under the able guidance of Dr. Navdeep Sharma. dedicated team.
Warm welcome to all of you in this interactive session of ours, where today we are going to discuss a very special topic with you. And the topic is Atonic Bladder. We generally talk with you various problems which are related to the urinary system, to the kidneys, but let's talk about the bladder today. The bladder is referred to as Basti in Ayurveda, and it is considered to be the sthan of Vayu over here. So when we talk about the normal bladder and when we talk about the normal urination process, which is also known as micturition, let us firstly understand how micturition occurs. As you can see in this diagram, the bladder, as the urine forms through the kidneys and it collects in the bladder, gradually the bladder walls, they keep on stretching, and once the urine is collected in the sufficient quantity in the bladder, the message from the stretch receptors, the receptors from the bladder wall, it goes to the brain, and the brain then sends the message which enables the bladder walls to relax, and once these bladder walls relax, we are able to pass the urine. So that is the normal process of micturition. आप सब लोग जो हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं, मैं आपके क्वेश्चंस पे भी आऊंगा, लेकिन सबसे पहले 10 मिनट के लिए हम अपना एक टॉपिक ले रहे हैं, आप हमारे साथ बने रहिए. So now when we come to the physiology of atonic bladder, that why it exactly happens. So when we talk about the physiology of bladder, when bladder fills with urine and stretches out, it sends two signals to the spinal cord. One is the sensory signal that gives us the urge to urinate, and the second is the motor signal which enables our muscles to relax so that we can pass out that urine. And in normal circumstances, that is what regularly happens, and a person is able to pass on the normal urine. But unluckily, once the problems they arise, then this normal process does not carry on. And when we talk about the causes, there can be many causes which can result in a atonic bladder. The first cause, when we talk about it, it is neurological conditions pertaining to central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, or mixed ones. It can be due to spina bifida, diabetic nephropathy. Now this is something which is really very important: diabetic nephropathy, neuropathy, and multiple sclerosis. These are some of the debilitating neurogenic problems which can cause a atonic bladder. Along with this, there can be injuries, there can be obstruction which can be due to enlarged prostate, pelvic tumor, urethral strictures. So all these things can cause a flaccidity of the bladder muscles, as a result of which the urine may not pass out. So when we talk about the symptoms now, these are the reasons which we just discussed, and these reasons then result in the symptoms. And when we talk about the symptoms of atonic bladder, they are really agonizing. There will be a urine spilling out of the bladder, which will be overflow incontinence. Then there will be a constant full bladder,
and which can cause discomfort. There will be a difficulty in passing the urine, and since the urine is there, the residual urine is also always there in the bladder, so it can always be a cause of recurrent UTIs, urinary tract infections. Now there are many complications which can arise due to this atonic bladder. The bladder infections can be there, kidney infections can be there, kidney damage can occur due to the backflow of urine and causing hydronephrosis, and this can eventually lead to a kidney failure. In allopathy, there is not much that can be done in a patient suffering from atonic bladder, and hope it lies in Ayurveda. But before we move to the Ayurvedic treatment of atonic bladder, let's see what exactly is done in allopathy. There are non-surgical treatments which are there in the allopathy, and also there are surgical treatments in allopathy. And along with this, there are certain lifestyle changes where the patient is asked to avoid carbonated beverages and coffee and other diuretics. And along with this, catheter is inserted wherever required. The patient is also advised to wear certain absorbent undergarments like we see nowadays, the adult incontinence diapers the person is asked to wear. So it's more of a management than a treatment. And when we talk about a surgery over here, a suprapubic catheter is inserted. It is really very troublesome to have this catheter inserted. Then there is urinary diversion, where an alternative path is created for the urine to leave your body. So you can see that they are all so much problematic and inconvenient treatment. Then cystoplasty is also done in cases of incontinence of bladder. So despite so many choice of treatments that are available in a patient who is suffering from atonic bladder, there is no proper treatment that is available which can bring the patient out of this disease. So hope it lies in Ayurveda. And when we talk about the atonic bladder treatment in Ayurveda, Ayurveda believes that Apan Vayu, the Ayurveda, it believes that Apan Vayu is the Vayu which is basically responsible for the process of urination and defecation. And it is Apan Vayu Dushti which causes this problem. As a result, when a patient is to be given treatment for atonic bladder, it is the Apan Vayu treatment that is done for the patient. And when we do a Apan Vayu treatment for the patient, the treatment can be both with certain herbs and minerals, as well as the specific Panchakarma treatment, the Shodhan Chikitsa, which is done for a patient suffering from atonic bladder. And yes, when we talk about the Panchakarma treatment, the Shodhan Chikitsa, the results are very much evident, because not just do these herbs increase the bladder tone, but at the same time, these are herbs which act on the neurotransmitter levels, the